Hey guys, Dave here. So I apologize completely for a total lack of videos. I've just been so overwhelmed with work ever since I got back from G5. I have not had any chance to discuss all the stuff, all the gear, all the everything that I bought when I was there. So I thought I would do that now. A lot of people have been asking for videos, through Instagram about certain knives that I got while I was there. So I thought I would cover as many as I could in just one video. I'm actually working on a project today, but I'm taking the time to do this video because I haven't put up a video for a while. I'm not covering everything I got. I bought a tremendous amount of stuff, and it was just crazy insane, it being my first major knife show. I've been to a lot of locals and things like that, but I have never been to a full-fledged where all the makers are there and everything else, and so I was a little overwhelmed, man. There was quite a bit. I missed a lot in seeing people's stuff that they afterwards, seeing pictures of people and their scores and stuff. I see a lot of stuff I did not even look at. I did not even see tables, and it was just a combination of having a good time with buddies, meeting new people, which, is one of the best parts about it. And, of course, grabbing gear everywhere that I could. Had very little luck in any of the lotteries. I know, some other people that, I was hanging out with had just awesome luck. Sibo Strip, Sebastian, just awesome luck, man. I was really happy for him, truly. He had some of the greatest scores, man. It was just awesome. Just to see that kind of stuff, man. It was such a good time. Hanging out with, good climbing, my buddy Bob. That was just a really good time. We had a blast. Meeting other people too. My buddy Paul, just another great guy, and hanging out with Jeff Vandermeulen and his girlfriend, right from the beginning. That was a good time. Meeting a lot of makers. Kirby Lambert, Jesse Jarrows. I mean, it was awesome times getting to hang out, talk to Greg Medford. That was a blast. And overall, just, one of the best experiences. I have already decided that that's a show I'm going to every single year. I don't care what else I do. No matter what throughout the year, even if I don't make it to other shows, I'm going to G5 every, or whatever, the Gathering, G6 next year, and then G7 and so on. So anyways, quick first announcement. I have been looking for more skulls, and I do have a new addition to the family before I start going over the gear. But I found this one the other day. It was, it's a little bit smaller than the other two, made by the same exact company. I know a lot of people have been asking me, where I get them. I'm telling you guys, I find them at this local convenience store that I go to. And I was fortunate enough to grab this one the other day, and really fell in love with it, with the, of course, the teeth, the fangs. And because he's significantly smaller than the other ones, I have deemed him to be, his name is Junior, since he is significantly smaller than Earl and Hank. So anyways, Junior, that is Junior, and a new addition. So I really like it, and I had to have it. I actually got more skull stuff. I put some pictures up on Instagram. But anyways, Junior, Earl, and Hank, there's probably not going to be too many more. I've been looking for more because people are always asking me, where I get them from, and I've been trying to grab as many as I can, but the other ones that are there and stuff they're cheesy and you wouldn't like them. So I just decided that, every time I see one, I'll just grab it and maybe even have giveaways for ones, or if people contact me and stuff, if they ask me about it, I'll just sell it to them or whatever, for whatever I paid. I'm not trying to make any money on them. So anyway, so much gear at G5, just an unbelievable amount of gear. First up, I want to cover the knives that I actually already knew I was getting and were being hand delivered to me. So first up would be I was picking up my Crusader Forge order from more than a year ago. And they were a little delayed, and asked me, we had discussed it, and I said, if you guys are going to have them done by G5, why don't you just deliver them there? And so, you know, and it was behind, but you know, they're busy and they're always trying to fill a lot of orders. So they asked if they could display them at the at G5, and I had no problem with that. So I didn't get to pick them up until the last day, which was fine. But because of that, you know, that they were late, and I also let them display Magic, which, you know, is Masij Zerbiak. If you guys don't know, he goes by Magic. He's the one that makes, you know, his Crusader Forge. He's the maker. And he had made this mini-me. It's a one-off. He made it for himself. And he gave it to me. He said he was including this one. I had ordered a mini-me, and he gave me this one instead. And so for those that don't know, Masij Zerbiak, I think that's how you say it, Zerbiak. But anyways, yeah, there's their card, and then it's got the Crusader Forge Mini, I guess 0101 model, January of 2001 model maybe. Oh no, I guess that's one of one is what he's saying. So anyways, S30V, it's got the phantom finish, acid washed, and his signature, and then it says USN August 31st, 2013. So yeah, he made me this one-off, you know, actually made it for himself, and he made this one-off phantom finish fixed blade. Not what I ordered, but just an amazing knife, and he carved this one, if you can see it, into that phantom finish. Just unbelievable look. Real, you know, prehistoric looking, you know, just the way it came out. And I was, yeah, when he told me he made it for himself and then he was giving it to me, I was just really excited. So the mini-me was one of the ones that I had on order. And yeah, just could not be happier. I don't know if I'll keep this just because it is so fancy, it is so nice, that I don't know if I ever see myself using this. I know it's meant to be used. I got lots of other fixed blades, but this one's a little too fancy, and it being a one-off, you know, one of one. Just unbelievable work, and I don't know if I'll keep it or not. I've been thinking about selling it, so it's really nice, and so that's just one of the ones. I'll go ahead and leave that out. But yeah, the Crusader Forge Mini-Me. And I placed an order when I first saw the Mini-Me on their website. It was one that I wanted right away, and was part of the order that I placed, you know, like I said, more than a year ago. So next up, let's see, this one's empty, which means that this is my Viz-T. It's hard to tell there. It's Viz-T Phantom is what this is. I guess it got crossed off after the fact, but I've been already carrying it, and so I got it in a case here. And this is the Viz-T Phantom. Phantom finish on both sides of the tie, and the KG coat. It is a flipper, KG coat. Black finish on the blade, both sides, flipper. So just this is definitely one that I won't get rid of. This is going to be a keeper for a long time, and he is doing something different. You know, you guys can see he's got the bevel here, you know, to the sharpened edge, but if you look on the opposite side, the bevel's not nearly as significant. And he makes that so that it's for really quick sharpening in the field, because really you can just sharpen this side and just, you know, you could even just strop up this side. It is, you do see there is, you know, it does go down to it, but it doesn't have the significant bevel like the other one. And he's doing that with all of his knives now. So you have this really significant bevel here, and then you'll be able to just like touch up this side barely, and it makes for really fast sharpening out in the field. And so, yeah, just super impressed with this one. This was a last minute change actually when we were finalizing everything before G5. They asked me, because this originally was supposed to just be all gray, all just, you know, titanium, and that's it. And I just decided at the last minute that I was going to change it to the phantom finish, primarily because I liked the way my that Jeff had done my what's it called, Dalibor Sirius, Regulus, with his flame anodizing. So I liked it so much I decided I knew about their phantom finish, and I changed it at the last minute. But the full titanium Crusader Forge Viz-T Phantom, absolutely sick knife. Love that one. So that was another one that I grabbed, and then there was one more. This is the Metro. This is always the one that I had on order. Never changed, never anything. It was always the finish, always the everything. This is exactly how I ordered it. And Each one of these also came with the patch. I forgot to get the patches out, but each one of these also came with the patch, but OD green, G10, and their natural pattern or whatever they call it. And 3D finish on the blade. This one's really stiff. It's not gonna flip out. Gray finish on the titanium, just natural finish on the titanium side. And it's got this kind of brushed look to it. It's really hard to make out. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. But it's got this kind of brushed finish to it. It's really, really cool. Came out great. And I wanted the black hardware, so all black screws, big overbuilt Crusader Forge toughness, and the 3D finish on the blade. Same thing with the bevel you see. And it just makes it for lightning fast sharpening, you know, while in the field. S30V. And all of them dated the same day, August 31st, 2013. And could not be happier. They were great to work with. Magic and Kathy were great to work with. And you know, if you're a big fan of the overbuilt users, you know, I know their waiting list is like 3 years now. So you can still place orders, but they're, you know, it's like 3-year waiting. So it's just, it's gotten really rough. And, you know, they said, yeah, they're completely overwhelmed. I know they're trying to speed up the process, but, you know, they're making each one. So what do you expect? But those were all the Crusaders, the ones that I had gotten in. You know, or placed the orders for beforehand, before I had even gotten there. Each one came with a certificate, each one came with a patch. So anyways, those are 3 of the big scores. Like I said, I bought so much stuff, steel flame, I mean, just tons of stuff. And it's just one of those deals where I can't cover it all. I got a lot of like one-off, you know, molly clips and stuff like that from Steel Flame, and just an incredible amount of gear. I was the kid in a candy store, man. It was just unbelievable. The first knife that I got, I actually got to see pre-knife show. I posted a bunch of, you know, not a bunch, but I posted, you know, some pictures of this on Instagram. And this is the F16 prototype from Robert Carter. And when he had posted pictures on Instagram, it will just fly right open, but I got it upside down, but it just flies right open. But when I saw this Tonto tip and just saw the grinds on this Tonto, I immediately, you know, I had to have a friend help me out. I hadn't talked to Robert before, you know, other than, you know, making lots of comments and stuff on his Instagram pictures, but had a buddy of mine, you know, give me his number and get in touch with him, and I got on the phone with him. I was on the highway driving, and it was just one of those deals where I was, you know, checking out Instagram, and I saw this thing pop up, and I was like, I gotta have it. So I got in touch with him through a friend, mutual friend. And yeah, I was able to get this, and so we worked out all the details, and he was going to G5 and I was going to G5, so he delivered it, and we enjoyed many cold liquid refreshment, and that was a good time too. Immediately good friends, man, just a great guy. Robert's just hilarious, and really enjoyed meeting him. He actually lives here in Texas, you know, which I did not know at the time. And so yeah, definitely we're gonna be barbecuing or doing something here in the near future. So but yeah, just an unbelievable knife. I get lots of comments on this knife. He's actually, as soon as I got it, you guys know me, my beefy hands, this is definitely thinner. I can't remember. I think the tie is 0.11 or 0.125, and the blade is about 0.15. And it's just, you know, it's incredible work. The Tonto, I absolutely love this Tonto. And but I just, you know, as soon as I got it in my hand, I told him, I said, well, I would like the same exact thing, just let's beef it up a little bit. So we're going to go to bigger tie. We were joking about it the other day because I asked him if he still had the cocktail napkin, because I think that's what we wrote all the details on, was on a napkin. So I gave him all the details, and we're going to go a little bit thinner to like 0.187 on the blade. And just, you know, thicker all the way around, but the same exact Tonto, same type of grind, lean, of course. And this knife is just unbelievable, and, you know, really happy to have the prototype. I guess I had asked for mine first, and so I know my buddy Brad, he got the other one. And so, you know, I guess he deemed this one the prototype because I was the, you know, first one. I don't know. This is the prototype, and I was really happy to have it. So incredible work, Robert. Cannot be more impressed. 3V is the steel, by the way, on this one, and that's exactly what I'm getting in the next one. 3V, man, it polishes up nice, man. It is good looking. And then that just kind of avalanche or natural or whatever you want to call it, just an unbelievable finish. And little pocket clip and bronzed hardware, and love it. Just a sick knife. Sick knife. So the F16 prototype from Robert Carter. And one of the other things, it's not a knife, but something I absolutely had to have when I was at the show. I'd ordered a couple things from Chad Nichols, Damascus. He has tools and little, you know, keychain gadgets and stuff that he sells out of his Mokutai and Damascus and everything else that he sells. But when I was at the show, something that is not on his website that he does not, you know, offer are nucks. And it's actually considered a paperweight, you know, of course, but this is nucks made out of a solid sheet of Mokutai. Let you see that there. You can see it's solid Mokutai throughout. Just unbelievable coloring. I saw these at the show. I absolutely had to have them. He had 2. There were only 6 of these made. He had 2. And I bought one, and right after the show was over, I immediately started kicking myself for not buying both of them because I really like it. And so I contacted him after the show, and I did wind up buying the second one, which actually I wound up just selling the other day. And so I kept the one that I originally bought. This is the first one. And yeah, these things are great. They got this little curve here. And because of my big old paws, you know, I can get, you know, it fits my hand better than the Frank Art, you know, Andy Frank Art nucks and SFKs and DFKs. And, you know, I've even gotten other nucks since then. And I know Smoke Eater's making some. I ordered some. He was very nice and took my order last night. Thankfully, I'd emailed him in the right amount of time. Thank goodness. But thank you for that, bud. But yeah, I really like these in particular because of the bigger spacing, and it also gives you options, you know, to different ways if you wanted to carry it, whatever. But you know, of course, you're not supposed to be carrying these. And in case you guys are wondering, that's Aaron Gobrog, and that's Ireland Forever. I don't know if you can see that on there. Yeah, there you go. It's on both sides. But I absolutely, this is another thing, other than all the steel flame, I've spent so much money on steel flame, and this is definitely something I wanted to have. But I also got 2 of his shoveler keychain tools made out of Mokutai. Absolutely, that's on my keychain all the time now. And but these nucks by Chad Nichols, Damascus. Unbelievable. I already have the bronze ones. I just got those about a week ago, and I already have the copper ones. He just made a run of copper one. And I got one of those on the way as well. So, nucks by Chad Nichols, Damascus. And so I know this video is a little long, but I just wanted to cover as much as I could in just one because I'm only going to have a chance to make one video this weekend. So, but last but not least, it's the knife that everybody saw, and it's got the most views or likes on my Instagram. And this has been a knife that was on my Grail list. You know, top of my Grail list is a Marsh Octane, always a knife that I want the most. But on the list was the Kingdom Armory Bill the Butcher. And the problem with Bill the Butcher, the regular one, is it's very small. And with my big old paws, it was not going to work. So Kingdom Armory was there. I talked to the guys. As soon as I saw this knife, it immediately called to me. I just had to have it. And for those people that know Kingdom Armory stuff, it's hard enough to get their stuff to begin with. I know they have the Samaritan now that's a mid-tech that they're making, and it's affordable, and you know, it's you can get them. You know, there's lots of them around. But Bill the Butcher and stuff, these knives don't come up very often, and super Bill the Butchers don't come up very often at all. So when I saw it, I absolutely had to have it, and it's just a wicked knife. I'm telling you, I know Paul, my buddy Paul was there with me, and when he saw, yeah, he knew I had to have it. He was there when I bought it too, and not cheap, you know, definitely more money than a lot of people are ever going to spend. But if you're crazy about knives like I am, and you can get one and cross it off your list, you know, you do whatever you can to get it. And that's what I did. I just decided to splurge. It was one of the last things that I bought while I was there. S30V blade, handle's definitely good size, probably a good 4-inch handle, and 3.5-inch blade of that nasty cleaver. You know, this tip, it would probably not, you know, obviously this isn't the type of knife you're going to go into any type of nasty battle with, but for overall appearance, and I won't have many knives that just sit around and I'm just going to look at them and just be amazed by, but this is definitely one of the ones. I've already carried it a couple times, not afraid to carry it. It's going to always be with me. I won't ever part with it. And as soon as I saw it, like I said, absolutely just an insane knife. Love that blade shape, just a nasty cleaver type blade in a folder. And I know Trouble Blades, which was funny after the fact, I saw it after the fact, but Trouble Blades makes a even bigger version of something like this. You know, I don't know if it was in intention or whatever, but they make like a beefed up version of this thing. But yeah, just an insane knife, and with the full titanium carved up handles. It was worth, I know it's a lot of money, but yeah, it was $1,200. I sold some stuff so that I could, you know, pick it up. It was not something where I was just going to, you know, take $1,200 hard-earned dollars and just go crazy on. I definitely sold some stuff to, while I was there, I brought some knives to sell and sold some stuff, and then I picked this one up, and it's just never going anywhere. Their knives aren't, you know, the hard-to-find Kingdom Armories aren't inexpensive. You just prepare yourself to spend that kind of money, and but the better thing is that they just don't come up very often, and so when I got my hands on it, I knew, you know, once I saw it, I told them, I said, yeah, I'm going to get that thing. And I just walked up with the cash and I took it, man. I wanted this thing bad. So Kingdom Armory, Super Bill the Butcher, absolutely one of my favorites now. And just an insane knife. Just unbelievable. When I look at it, I'm looking at it and I'm just marvel at it. Just a nasty, nasty knife. So super impressed with this one. But anyways, Kingdom Armory, Super Bill the Butcher. And that's it. That's just the stuff I'm going to cover this time. I've gotten in so much gear, but I've fallen so far behind, I don't know what's what. I've got a new knife in from a newer maker yesterday. Just don't have time to cover it, but I'm going to try to get more videos up soon. I just have no free time, man. I'm working so far away from home. It's just, you know, every day I'm, you know, 240 or 360 miles. It's just unbelievable how busy, and just no time to make videos. So Instagram's the easiest way for me to keep up. So anytime I get new gear or anything, you'll always see pictures up on Instagram. Blood of Patriots is the same name on Instagram as well. So anyways, that's everything, guys. Anyways, there's the bronze or brass paperweight also. In case you didn't, I forgot to show that, but it says it right on there, paperweight, and I have the copper one coming too. But anyways, that's just some of the, really sick scores that I got from G5, and could not be happier. Crusader Forge, awesome to deal with. Robert Carter, not just a great maker, not just incredible, you know, with the designs and stuff he makes, but just a great guy, man. Had a really good time hanging out and talking to him. And on top of that, you know, the guys at Kingdom Armory, really nice. Their stuff is high end. It's, you know, I mean, but Dave was really cool to talk to, and I'm so impressed with this knife. It's just, it's in a class by itself. It's just really unbelievable. So anyways, that's everything I got, guys. I'll try to get more gear up soon. Like I said, just an insane amount of stuff. And I have kind of calmed down on the knives, you know, except for that one I got yesterday. But I got some other knives that are, you know, custom orders that are high dollar coming in pretty soon. And so I've just been kind of saving up for them. So that's everything I got, guys. Hope everybody's enjoying your weekend. And I'll talk to you again soon.